Hello and welcome back to the Shaded Woods. So now that we know the preliminary of this foggy place, let's sprint. But we're gonna go in the opposite direction because there's something I want to show you first. Instead of marking the right border, we're gonna mark the left one. Because if I remember correctly, there's something that's gonna be important to show here. This. It looks like a pile of rubble, but there is something on top of it. A head, which we can talk to.
Leave
Fun.
me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
Or your fun at parties. Okay.
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengal.
This guy's called Vanguard.
There's no name in this.
Unfortunately, he's literally just a head.
Tis rare to flap these gums.
You know, I've seen a head voiced by Lenny Henry. They can be fun.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the king.
Apparently, considering it's inside a helmet, yeah, it's easy to understand that this guy was a warrior and he got decapitated but survived.
So I thought.
Lucky him.
I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer
So
things.
the isolation allowed him to contemplate philosophy. Cool, I guess.
I've grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask.
Oh well.
You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something.
Oh, apparently his body is also still around somewhere.
I see visions, my body, headless, raging
But
without
we don't really know where it could be.
my body wielding my sword, a sword forged
With a
only
special sword to boot.
kill.
Hmm.
My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing,
Oh, don't worry, Vanguard. I think we're pretty cool at actually handling ourselves. I think.
I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation.
No one talked to you during all this time? Damn.
If you require something,
Jesus.
do speak up.
Also, unfortunately, Vanguard, our character is kind of a mute, but we can still do something. For example, learn a gesture, a decapitate gesture, I'm not gonna even try it, and we can even buy something. Something simple, you know, some great swords, but let me see, for the ammunitions, some great arrows.
Great idea.
like-
Do the decapitation gesture to somebody who is only a head.
and a magic spell, and a magic barrier spell, sure, let's get this, why not?
How do you decapitate someone who's already decapitated?
We
cut the
find
head
a
in
way.
half.
One day soon.
Oh well,
I
that
don't
was
think
a...
that's how that works.
That was a good conversation, at least. And
I mean, you asked the question and I gave you an answer.
Oh well, time to get back to business. I'm sure we will never find his body anyway. Also, lots of pools of blood in here. Wonder what happened. Alright, time to hug the opposite board. Into the fog.
Nice. You're giving him a hug. Alright,
Go on in the meantime, Waves.
so, okay, I've got my hands on them. Okay, I haven't seen them yet, but I've got my hands on a really old anime called Future Boy Conan that came out in the that came out in like 1979, but only got a dub like 2 years ago.
My
But,
country localized it. I don't remember if it did it. They did it, as it was going on, but definitely, earlier than WoW. There we go. We found the exit.
Was it 1979? Let me see.
There we go. Finally, some clarity. Let me see. A bunch of ruins.
1978, sorry.
And there's a bonfire to boot. How lucky we are. Continue,
Well,
Dibs.
well, the point is, it's still really, really old.
I think you're going to enjoy it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, plus the English dub was done in Canada, so ain't nothing.
Is Scott McNeil involved?
Some respect towards our Commonwealth people. Let me check. BTVA future. Yeah, because apparently it's a rule that any anime dub made in Canada has to have Scott McNeil in it.
Not just that, Scott McNeil is, I mean, a bit everywhere, to be honest, you know.
Let me type it. No, it'll be faster. No, Scott McNeil is not in it.
Alas.
Michael Dobson is in it. He's also a
Sure,
Canadian
I don't mind.
anime guy. Again, I haven't started watching this show either. But I also, I did recently watch Castle of Cagliostro with Pedro.
Lupin the Third movie, yeah.
The one from Hayao Miyazaki, his feature film debut, and it was solid. I thought it was fun. It's not exactly a Miyazaki movie. He was doing it as literally just part of his job at TMS.
It was more of a, you know, get the money kind of thing.
The version we watched was the 1992 streamlined dub, and for what it was, I thought it was actually really solid. Aside from the copyright legally mandated decision to not call Lupin, it was called the Wolf.
Oh, and we got a Frankie.
Okay, I mean, I get, which is weird watching it because I could, when I was watching it, I thought, oh, okay, the Wolf's like his nickname that he uses to hide his identity. I mean, okay, but no, apparently that's his real name in that dub.
A strange key shaped like a wild beast fang. What manner of dilettante would create such a key, and what might it unlock? Who knows?
I said what matter of dick something.
No. Dilettante is a bit of an archaic term, but more commonly used in European terms in European countries.
What manner of dildo? Yeah.
No. To describe, you know, not simple-minded, but oh shit. Oh, actually, this was not one of those. You know, inexperienced kind of, you know, worker.
And well, I mentioned Cagliostro because I haven't seen any of the series yet, but High Dive have the first series of the show with an English dub that was literally made 2 years ago. Like, I think, yeah, it came out 50 years after the show started. And it's got the English dub cast that we've had for the past few years. Although I have watched a video review of it, and one sticking point is the music. Like the weirdest part of it that I can tell is that parts of the soundtrack just have them repeating the name of the show over and over.
Oh, that was a thing even in the Japanese version.
Oh no, that's the thing. Yeah, because nowadays, 4-kid style dubs are like extremely rare nowadays. But I'm like, yeah, okay, guys, I get it. I know what show I'm watching. It'd be like if, could you imagine if Doctor Who did that? Be a nightmare. Also, you're cursed.
Yeah, let me explain the gimmick of this place. Some of those pots, vases, vases, whatever you want to call them, do emit, you know, black smoke that curses us. So we need to watch out, because otherwise we get cursed. Thankfully, unlike in the first game, the cursed debuff is not really that much of a problem, but so much it inflicts... oh, hello there. It inflicts us, you know, 1 stack of the elf detraction that would happen, you know, in case we die. Come on, you piece of shit. No! God damn it, Blizzard! Never tell me the odds. Alright, let's open this little puppy here. No mimics until for now, by the way. A dark scythe. Alright, there's a fucking scorpion guy down there. Let's see. Back when we were talking to Sweet Shalquar, give me a second. She gave us a ring among her possessions where we could buy. Let me see. If I recall correctly, it's this one, the Ring of Whispers. Hold on. If I can manage to equip it. There you go. Which, if I recall correctly, should allow us to talk with people. Let's see if it works out for this guy or not. I'm a bit rusty, I forgot if it does.
Human,
yes!
are we?
With that ring, this guy can talk to us.
No place for you.
Normally, otherwise he would not, and a player would be potentially inclined to just attack you on sight, but no, this guy is actually friendly.
Are you not afraid of me?
Oh, nice.
Humans rarely come here.
Oh.
Those who do turn back when they see me.
Alright, well, fuck you too then.
Attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a
Because we're the player character.
Yeah, so we're just that special.
Those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad.
More for later, for the thing that he's talking about the master of this guy, but the important stuff is that, again, this guy is trusting us for the time being.
Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked.
I wonder what that was.
Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half.
Oh, this guy is also has a fiancé.
I wish to ask a favor of you.
Wait, what? This guy wants to help him kill his beloved.
Once, I always found her at my side.
Hey?
But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Eventually, she came after me.
Well, oh god,
We've been
we're a bit behind you.
combat ever since.
Oh.
We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some kind
Oh boy, have ya. Can't play Dark Souls 2. We have domestic abuse.
And generally, madness that needs to be can only be cured by euthanasia. Fun for the whole family.
Yay!
Wow, this game beats you physically and emotionally. Whole package.
At least we know what this guy is called, the Tark. Alright, I think that's enough, happiness and joy for the moment, so hopefully we will be able to, put this squabble to rest.
Teomori, indeed.
Well, at least we know it's not just something that's the problem here. But yeah, that's... Oh my god, where's the other base, pot, whatever? Where the fuck is it? Again, there's also the dungeon loves to troll you, in order to giving you... There you go, some of these spots are being very hidden, so you might actually be having trouble in actually finding them. And out of nowhere, you basically find yourself, oh, you're being cursed right now, please get out of the way. Which is essentially the game telling you, maybe you should get out of dodge. And I'm like, I just want to see where the fuck these bases are. Nope, these are not it. Yeah, see, there's one on top. There you go. See, if I don't have a ranged weapon, I'm not even supposed to actually kill that one. They destroy that one. What a dick move. Alright, let's see instead here. a leonine warrior, similar to the guy we beat before. These guys are not too difficult, but they can still pack a punch, so you need to watch out of... Okay. Game. Alright then. Oh, ragdoll physics. Oh, but this guy is a golden main. Let's see if I can get the drop on him. Pharaoh's Lockstone and Soul Brave Warrior. Okay. Shit.
What else have you guys been up to?
Dweebs, you seen a movie recently in theaters, didn't you?
I wonder what movie that could be.
Well, I've seen quite a few. In fact, I saw 2 in 1 week.
Here's a hint, Dweebs. It contains an actor that probably should have told you to not watch the... I came with this ragdoll physics. To not watch the movie in theaters.
Basically, I saw 2 movies in the span of 2 days. Well, 3 days, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, which was, I think, solid but not as good as Bumblebee. And The Flash. And again, I'm not going to let outside circumstances affect my opinion of a movie. And and it was fine. It wasn't great, but I don't think it was horrific. It's just there. I mean, in terms of multiversal fan service, I think No Way Home does it much better. But I mean, I've seen worse. Anything specific you want me to mention about it?
Actually, how much your theater room was crowded? I'm curious about that. Like, how many people went to see it?
I'd estimate it was about half full.
Because reports suggest that the movie is not doing well at the box office. I mean, I think it's still making a profit, but not as much as they hoped for.
Well, gee, I mean, for a film as mediocre as that, yeah.
Shit, even the fucking Musketeers are here.
Everyone is here.
Continue, Dweebs.
Rise, well, a funny story. Rise of the Beasts has been out. Okay, it's been out for like nearly 2 weeks, and its box office is it cost between 195 and 200 million. As of the day we're recording this, it's made 278.
So, yeah, not much. Also, home is so massive. Also, so sorry, give me a second, Waves. We stumbled into something that probably I wasn't even considering showing up. One of the 3 major sights of an old man in a wheelchair. Let's talk to him.
Look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are. Fit to alive.
The end?
No, well, yeah, it's on a wheelchair, but he doesn't have a sniper rifle. But that wheelchair looks comfy as fuck. Like, look at...
I want to be in that wheelchair.
They easily could have made it just plain wood, but they bothered to make the fucking texture of, of the leather. Like, damn.
It's a cool chair.
Yeah.
need for a
I also got a ticket to watch the fifth Indiana Jones movie, and to prepare for it, I've been watching the other movies. I've already seen the first one with you guys.
It's been a while actually since we commented on it.
Yeah.
Also, Dweebs,
I saw the second.
sorry, Dweebs, since you have a keen eye, take a look at the horizon and the frame rate of the basilisk is moving. God damn.
Lovely.
Continue.
There's like a there's like a GIF.
50 FPS. It's a problem that a couple of Bandai Namco games on the PS4 do have, like Tales of Zestiria, but continue.
So I've been preparing for it by watching the other films. I haven't seen 4 at the time of this recording yet, so I'll hold off on that. 2 sucks. Badly. Like, when it's not being annoying as fuck, it's also being just really, really miserable. Like, it's not fun to watch at all, aside from, like, one decent kart riding thing at the end. But no, I'm sorry, it's definitely the worst I've seen in the series so far. 3 was a marked improvement. It brought back the fun of the series, while also having the more darker parts where necessary. And yeah, hey, I like the rapport between Indy and his dad.
Anyway, let's use the vault key the fan key when we acquired to open this door and find a raven person. We forgot that these were actually, you know, enemies in the first Dark Souls, but this one doesn't seem to. It seems actually friendly. Let's talk to them.
Thank you for helping me. I am Ornifex.
Ornifex.
I owe you some form of thanks.
His NPC is particularly important. Not story-wise, but...
This is my abode just down the way. Thank you. I believe that I can...
Basically, we can find this NPC later down the line in a later dungeon. I forgot precisely the location, but I will search in the between parts. And by trading the souls of the bosses, we can be able to get, you know, themed weapons, similar to what you could do in the first game. So that's pretty cool, actually. So yeah, this was still productive enough. Also to answer, not to answer, but to mention what, try jumping, no. To mention what you were, you know, saying, Waves. It's funny and sad at the same time, because Temple of Doom tends to actually be instead my favorite Division trilogy, even though it really, really shouldn't, because of, you know, the ickiness of the representation of Hindu mythology and cultures. So
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't mention that.
no, it's still
The film's already got enough problems.
it's still an important fact that needs to be, you know, mentioned when, you know, talking about the movie. Particularly also the henchman of a villain, if you didn't notice, with that's I forgot the name. It's the same actor who played the bald guy that gets decapitated by the airplane in the first movie. But because they wanted to be a henchman of a villain, he is also in brownface. Oof.
In 1984.
I don't know, check out Petrified Dragon Ball. Cool.
although to be honest, why am I surprised at how much 2 sucked? I mean, look who wrote the screenplay for it.
Who was it? Who was Dweebs? I forgot.
The same people that made Howard the Duck.
Oh man. A movie done so specifically because George Lucas needed to pay the rent of Skywalker Ranch and failed because the movie sucked.
Oh, and also they also made the screenwriters also made a film called Best Defense.
I haven't heard of that.
Known. Okay, it's a film mainly known for trying to be a vehicle for a British comedy actor called Dudley Moore. But it did so badly in test screenings, they cut some of the film out and replaced it with practically a different movie, but still set in the same story with Eddie Murphy as the lead.
Oof. Hey, look who we found here. This was the guy that we freed from the Huntsman's corpse. Apparently this guy is actually hunting down instead Pate.
I remember you. Don't you scare me like that.
We're finding a lot of people today.
That bastard with a ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way.
And apparently their final showdown is not too far from now, because apparently Pate has found himself in Brightstone Cove and this guy is tracking him down.
And for my own honour, I won't let that bastard live another day.
Oh well. Let's also get this item in the meantime. Hooray for sniper spot. So reward and skeptic spice. Alright. I think we're actually close to the boss already. This particular area is not really that big when you get down to it. But it has a couple of things that you can do and can ambush you if you're not careful enough. There we go.
Damn, best defense isn't even on Paramount Plus yet.
A lot of movies of Paramount probably are not there yet. We still have... Again, it's interesting how Paramount also has its huge share of catalogs. Catalog that, you know, they still have to put entirely there. Alright, let's see where are some summons.
Let's come out the same year as Temple of Doom.
There we go. We can summon Man Scorpion Tark for this fight, which means it's time to actually resolve the squabble with his beloved, alas. Alright, let's go, and hopefully we'll be fine. You can fight this boss even if you haven't found, you know, Tark in the meantime. I love the surprise effect. It's just this woman, you know, fight there you go, in the sand. But then, oops, she just bumps up and it's a fucking scorpion like a Quelag was in the first game. This is Scorpion as Nashka. She is perfectly doable, but she is actually an expert in using soul arts, you know. So I think she's a very expert mage. So you need to be careful because she can also deal a lot of magic damage if you're not suspecting, you know, and if you're thinking, oh, she's just, you know, like a mindless beast or anything. If you're good enough, you can potentially, if I recall correctly, cut even her tails, you know, and she will be done do less damage as a result. But it's something that, you know, it's not easy to achieve. As you can see, ouch! I'm almost done with her already. There we go. Again, fairly easy boss if you know what to do. Let's check it out. Check that out. There we go. Nashka was born of a misdeeds of an ancient being, a frail soul from the beginning that soon succumbed to madness. What a sad story indeed. Alright, before moving forward from that exit, let's pay another visit again to Tark to talk with him about, you know, our result, because, you know, this is one case where, you know, the boss fight was literally tied to him, so might as well. I'm actually wondering, instead, since we're talking about it, Lives, if what's it called? 1,000 Words is on Paramount Plus yet or not.
That would be. Alright, I mean, I'll check now.
Because remember that was a weird experiment to begin with, and when it came to the UK, it got direct to video. But Paramount absolutely had no idea what to do. Oh, looks like Tark is gone.
It is on Paramount Plus.
I mean,
although considering the director is now running Paramount.
Oh right, I forgot. Well, I guess it was, you know, easy to do. Again, it's kind of like with most of these ones with Disney, you know, still bad movies and everything, but, you know, I get the idea that, you know, it's the whole package that you're supposed to get anyway, so might as well.
Yeah, basically, Brian Robbins, he's been the president and CEO of both Paramount and Nickelodeon since 2021.
And I would say that so far he's doing technically a bit of a decent job enough. Sure, it's not perfect, but, you know, it seems that things are a bit better than, you know, before he showed up.
I'm just surprised he got that position in the first place because his films, none of his films were really all that good, and the more recent ones of him are flopping horribly.
You have to remember also, Dweebs, that Monster Truck sucked so bad that Paramount literally wanted anyone else other than the CEO that they had at that moment.
Wow, so basically the guy who directed Ready to Rumble is now in charge of Paramount.
Alas. Also, we
Yeah,
see...
Ready to Rumble. We did a commentary of that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a film based off a wrestling company. It sucks. Moving on.
I had to say, this particular imagery that you get, entering these to the doors of Pharaohs is actually pretty striking. Classic type of, dwarf mine that you're going through. We will not spend too much time in this dungeon because, it's technically sort of a middle kind of point. There's nothing too much of significance plot-wise for you to go through. So we'll just, be on our merry way. Go. Particularly with also this bonfire. Alright, let's count a bit ahead and then we'll conclude since we did decent enough progress today. Because technically there is a boss in this place, but it's completely optional to actually face them. So we can just potentially move on. This is also another place where you can potentially, if I recall correctly, yes, there you go. This elephant guy is not attacking me because this is another place where the royal rat, is ruling, and as such, I'm since I'm part of his covenant, I'm perfectly good to go with, in this territory. And if you're equipping the ring, you will potentially, summoned also in this place. Similar to the catacombs, you also have the occasion of using Pharaoh's Lockstones in order to create Home Alone style traps, in order to ambush the enemy with hilarious results. So again, it's a cool PvP area that you can actually take advantage of, but again, we're just mostly just gonna skim through it. Because we don't really... We maybe come back in the future to face the boss properly, just to give some variety. Twisted Barricades, no problem now either. But otherwise, we'll just, we're just gonna waltz through most of it. Excuse me, I will need to pass. There we go. There's another chest. Let me see what trap I had. Misfortune I had. Pointless. Okay. So, since we haven't done it in a while, what do you think about this chest? A mimic or not? Dweebs?
Right in the middle of the room. I don't trust it.
Shiroi?
It's probably fine.
Alright, let's decide it with our usual coin toss.
Who
Alright.
accesses every chest?
Yeah, what's courage without a bit of dashness, Dweebs? Let's open it.
Yay!
Fuck
Being
poison
dead.
trap. Well, at least
Told ya.
it wasn't a mimic at least. We got a Titan China
Yeah, see, so technically we were both right.
Alright, let's see. If I recall correctly, I'm supposed to go here.
Mimics are fun anyway.
They're not.
It depends on the setting, Waves. Believe it or not, mimics only appeared once in the Final Fantasy series, in 9, and only for one single dungeon to boot,
Mimics were... There was a mimic treasure chest in the most recent Dungeons and Dragons movie.
It is a staple of the series, so yeah.
Again, that movie's... it's definitely the best Dungeons and Dragons movie ever made.
I mean...
Like, that's hard.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that's also hitting Paramount Plus as soon as after.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we're probably not going to get a sequel to it. It's
Alas.
did that well at the box office.
Alright, let's see. Right, I think I'm supposed to actually... I think we took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Did you hate it when you do that?
Instead, there we go. We're supposed to take the stairs that the Dwarven warrior was guarding. There we go. Hi.
Although apparently one of the directors, Daly, because he co-directed it with Jonathan Goldstein, he said that it wasn't really meant to start a franchise.
More like just trying to have a straight adaptation. I can respect that. You have to remember that again. Sure, D&D has the option of, the advantage of being customizable. You can get literally the adventure that you want. But there are already some preset kind of things that you can do. One of the most famous being the Curse of Strahd, as in your party is trapped in a separate piece of pocket land that is governed by these hugely, absurdly powerful undead called Strahd, and you need to find a way to get out and possibly kill him, which is not really
Good luck
easy
with
to
the
do.
latter.
Yeah. It's one of the more challenging kind of things that you can do, but it's also immensely fun potentially to do. So hey, we found back the merchant guy from that the Gavlan. Let's see what we can find by from him. A ring of a giant, which increases poison, no, pointless. Some poison arrows and other poison stuff. Okay, let's get some arrow. Why not? There we go. Bye. And yeah, if I recall correctly, that's our exit right here. Alright, I forgot, there's this guy. Oh, watch out, this guy has throwing axe, 2 of them to boot. I'm so scared. And the best thing about it is that once he has actually thrown them, they disappear and he cannot collect them and he's forced to fight us barehanded. What, what are you gonna do, punch me straight in the gabber? Get out.
Axe throwing's been something that I've seen a lot of conventions have been to.
Good. Good. No, god damn it! Also, let's get also this guy. Let's see. We don't need to go here. But I think we can. There you go. Our torch. Oops. Yeah, in another show a bit of realism, if you're carrying a torch and you're rolling in water, you will actually, it will actually extinguish it. That's pretty stupid but cool at the same time. Alright, and with this we're finally out of the place. Nice job.
Yay.
It's a broken fountain. What kind of visions of comfort? What the fuck are you seeing in this? And we are in this new era, Brightstone called Seldora, which we'll properly explore in the next part because, I think we're in a good point and we can safely stop here. So, tune in next time where we explore the camp and we will see actually what's ahead of us. See ya!
See ya.
Bye.